All right. I guess this would be. It's my own, like, I don't know, off-stream VOD. Some folks have, like, express interest of my thoughts off stream. What's been going on with my life and what I've been doing, and all that jazz. Especially for those people who have supported me over the years. And for those of you watching this video for the first time, I'm Sofang, or some people call me Grandes. The whole gaming moniker is Grandes Sofang, so there's that. I'll go to a little story about that in a bit. Just a note, I am not the most professional streamer or YouTuber or whatever it is, though. What I'm about. I like to stream games that have great impactful narrative story that can be extrapolated in some way, like lessons or things that you can relate to, or what you can learn from, or ways that you can like adapt and internalize, which, well, what some people would call wisdom, experience to some extent, because there's a lot of things you can learn from books, movies, comics, and yes, even video games. So yeah, none of that. I'm quite uncouth. I try to be funny, and yeah, not the best presentation, but that is the best I can do right now, anyway. So I'm gonna be playing Kingdoms 2 Crowns, I believe. Yes, it's one of my most favorite games. Got a great soundtrack, and not so crazy fast pace where I can still keep up a good conversation with everybody. Well, to those watching, and express my opinions as well, and along with talk. So this game got updated not too long ago, and well, I'm gonna start a new slot with it. Let's see what I can peek. And as always, this game has a really nice soundtrack. I implore people to give it a shot, play it. It is very simple and definite in its own way. Kingdom Deadlands Shogun 2 Crowns. Well, I have my warrior spirit, so Shogun it is. I think I could like flip around. There we go. I could pick. Oh yeah, there we go. Like what kind of look. And along with the flag, I'm quite cheesy, but you know what? All this matters is the armor that I like, and my favorite colors are like black, red, and gold. So if that's the best I can get, then sure. A monarch will try to last. So a reason why I picked this game is with Kingdom, your job is to grow a kingdom, meet your subjects, grow a city, town, empire, a kingdom, and you have to fight against greed. So to me, like I like to put as chaos, the heresy, and some people, those who have watched some of my videos or my streams, I tend to borrow, or I used to say take a twist on my own take on Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k, and adding it towards my, I could say, my boudoir, my armor of knowledge, and how I phrase things, with metaphors, and how I talk with people, how I talk with everyone in the world and myself, my mind, my heart, soul, and all that jazz. And I don't mean to sound, impertinent in any way, or I could say arrogant or ignorant. Another the best person of the words. Oh, my eyeball. I'm galloping. They gave me money. Pack the money. Everyone, has a different way of interacting or meeting people in life, and I'm definitely an exception to that. And well, to start things off, a old quote from an old friend of mine: "Leadership is given to those who are least deserving of it. So those who do deserve it, eventually they will have to accept their fate, accept who they are, accept natural endowments or abilities that is fated to them. Everyone, you know, has their own opinions and rights and beliefs, obviously. And I'm very spiritual. Uh, I'm not very religious, though I do respect religions to a certain extent. You know, that's case by case basis. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too deep into that. And eventually you will learn why when you know, I want to express that in VOD. Oh, I might express that in this VOD. So with kingdoms and why I picked it as well, for a long time growing up, like I didn't want to like lead a group and somehow, you know, it will end up that way. I'd rather just follow. I'd rather just be, you know, a coward, I guess you could say. Dishonest coward. Just follow and just be, you know, at peace within, you know, my own realm or headspace, as some would say. Or, you know, some folk, you know, the safe space. I mean, I need a drink of water. Pick up that mug. Oh yeah. I believe it's my Crusader thing. So, just like with the monarch giving coins to some people, or you see some of the people like wandering the camps, you know, aimlessly or lost and whatnot, right? I mean, at one point, some folks have been lost before, you know. They wander about. They seek answers for the self. They seek answers for the soul, the mind, and whatever language that is, you know, right for them in mind. And you know, that's something that I definitely want to stress. You know, what is the language that, you know, suits you? What is the language that you believe in? Everyone has their own self-malignant righteousness at times, even if it's the most sincere and righteous that one can believe. Sometimes that's not always the best answer. Sometimes, you know, it's just best to fight it out instead of succumbing to such a fate. I mean, that's harsh in its own way. It's real in its own way. And that is one, as you know, depending how one wishes to extend that truth. And for me, the truth was, you know, hey, I've had this knack or talent or this charisma. Funny when I mention, you know, the word charisma, it just makes me think of Dungeons and Dragons, you know. Oh, I got this +5 in a charisma. I'm proficient in, you know, persuasion or something. And to me, I never thought I would honestly have it in me at all. Period. I honestly didn't think so. And that sometimes it kind of baffles me to this day. Because there's some folks I met in my life that have trusted me, and I've trusted them. And many folks here have experienced that to a great extent. And, you know, you learn from it. You learn from that pain. With pain comes wisdom. And wisdom comes pain. There's always a price that one has to pay, no matter what. And the more you try to deny the truth in front of you, the more you'll ever be to believe and embrace lies into your life. So eventually, for my life, it was time where I had to admit that people, bonds, and souls that were meant to be in my life, that or I could have stayed in my life, that I eventually will meet, you know, look for some sort of direction, look to belong in some sort of family group, some sort of, I guess you could say, clique, you know, community. And again, this brings to this game, um, you know, it's got to be a two-way street, and I like to extend my hand, even, you know, even if it may be wounded or disrespected. It's just like, you know, with power and respect, you can see, you know, how someone can truly be when someone offers their respect, uh, trust to an extent. You know, what will you do with this trust and respect, you know, that I give onto you? You know, let me see what kind of nature that you can show, and how will you cultivate, you know, this bond with me, right? And then it grows bigger, especially when it becomes more than just two-way street or several streets. And when it comes to community, the whole group, there will be more than just you and that person. There'll be more than them and you. You know, that's the whole, you know, whole group of it. And just like with this kingdom here, that coin is a sign of like, all right, well, you know, I give you this coin. You're part of, you know, my group, you know, my kingdom, my city, my town, village, whatever imagery suits you best. Or heck, even a cadre, you know, a war party, a battle band of some sort. That's something I definitely had to embrace right there. I didn't like it. I didn't want to, and I had to, especially when the hesitation to leadership, to being the head of, like I say, a family, either a patriarch or matriarch, and I've got to see that in the family that I grew up with, and how I came to be, and where I'm from. My family is from Cambodia, Southeast Asia. If anyone wants to know where Cambodia is, it's quite comedic when, you know, and some people like, Cambodian, what is that? Or, you know, like, where is Cambodia? I tell them a bit, like, you know, where I'm from, my dad, our clan is, you know, or tribe, as some people want to say. It's it's interesting on that aspect, that's for sure. So, you know, with that in mind, I'm more inclined to say that my father, my family, through the, you know, the worst of times and the best of times. I feel like I'm quoting some kind of book or something. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. I just made that there, but that's okay. Sun is about to set. And when the sun is about to set, there's gonna be like some bad juju about to happen on this thing, and I gotta save gold. The cool thing about this game is, like, you know, there's seasons. I have to make sure my walls are up and appropriate. Otherwise, the greed will trample over my land. So I'm sure I have like steady bowmen, good walls to reinforce, you know, my home. Let's see, one more bowman wouldn't hurt. Arm myself, you know, keep the place safe. I got 2 craftsmen, and this guy here is gonna make me some gold before he leaves. And I can give him gold, like 1 piece of gold back to, you know, go and peddle some more wares, and, you know, bring more gold back. That's one way to be self-sufficient until I can, like, get some farms up. I've got to survive the winter too, and for the winter, well, thing is, farms won't generate me any money, obviously, because, you know, you can't really grow anything in the winter. The peddler, though, he'll still be functional. Let's remember this game. So going back to with, you know, leadership and accepting my responsibility, and who I am, embracing and loving who I am, and what I'm capable of, and the good and bad I could do for the life of one person, the life of many. So when I understood the gravity of it, that is pretty intense, and I had to accept that fact. I met a lot of good friends, a lot of people that I call brother or sister, and my share of lovers too, and it's great times that I don't regret. So there's definitely a regret of like losing them, and it's a truth that has to be accepted, and learning from mistakes and weaknesses and choices is it's really tough, really tough. Be it either kinsmanship, friendship, or romance. Romance. I wasn't always an avid guy when it comes to as much romance, but the idea of it has always been quaint and alluring in some way. I mean, some people I've met like they need a romance to live. They need to depend on somebody to keep them stable, and to me, I find that very unhealthy, and it's understandable like why some people are put in that perspective. Depending on the upbringing and the situations all out to them. It sucks. It's especially when a lot of stress or depression can drive one to be that way. When it comes to such harshness, such hard truths, it's okay to be that way. It's okay to suffer. It's okay to go through all that. It's just not okay to stay that way. And one can toot my own horn, or potting the kettle black. It can be tough when you're trying to get yourself out of a flunk, or times of doubt that can plague you, right? I probably should go pay a visit to that dude real quick. RB! Go back before it gets dangerous. Behold, walk for me. Behold, walk for me. There you go. Join my warband, join my kingdom. Yeah. Yeah, put some more bowmen out so they can go hunt and earn some gold. And also be ready to defend the homeland in case. To me, the homeland, right? The community, the kingdom, the group of friends that you have, to me is like a bastion, a sanctuary or sanctum for for those that can coincide with you, or which some people, or I would like to say, with these very intimate and familial like words. My kind, our kind. But there are things that would threaten that kind of peace, which is greed. Greed can do a lot of things. That is those little monsters right there. To me, they resemble that greed, that hunger, that taint thing that can devastate many bonds, many relationships. And you've seen all of that come and go. It's very, very upsetting. To which one would want to shed many tears, many, many tears. And it's good that I found a little farm to the left over here, by the way. Farming or fertile land, when you're growing forests, growing crops, That to me is like the growth, emotion, spiritual advancement or fertility in that sense. You know, you're moving on, you're growing, you're learning. You know, because you're past a life where you will have the harshest winters, and you feel like you can't run, you cannot escape, you are stuck. There's no way out of this. And it's gonna be quite a terrible feeling. It's never good. Of course, at this point, some people go like, duh. If this thing's already clear up here, a tower, then I can go recruit more bowmen. And you know, like with life, you see, I'm clearing out all this foliage, all this wild, untamed lands, or the chaos, bringing order to it. You know, some people won't agree to such order. Sometimes order is strife. We need to strife to some folks. And one thing that I definitely learned is, you know, one's manner of truth and justice or heaven, right, is another person's definition of, you know, hate, chaos, hell, and purgatory. And that's the uniqueness thing about of being human. It's a undeniable fact. Due to, you know, our uniqueness, creativity, in the manner. It's also part of our downfall, one could say. Again, good to expand. Alright, more soldier suit. You. Think I should have enough coin. Let's see. I have 1 coin left in case, you know, when it's time to send him away. Alright, now I'm expanding my home, making my bonds, making my relationships. And this game here is like in the humble beginnings of my life, but in a video game. There were many people, you know, I've met that have made such an impact in my life, and I'll never forget them. Especially when, you know, we fought together, we cried together, we bled together. Those were great times. And that's why I just want those times to come back. I can't get them back. And then we find or meet some beings that are very prevalent in our lives. They're symbolic. To me, that came in the form of, you know, a dog. Me and my family, and the family tradition is, you know, we have dogs. And when a son, you know, family has, you know, their own kids, the head of that family would have their own dog. It shows a sign like, you know, they can keep the family safe, they can provide, they can grow, and they are responsible. Not long ago. Oh shit! Water. Okay. Who'd have thought that happened? Well, see what I can find over here. I don't find a portal anytime soon. Right now, like in the early morning, just trying to find resources man, did that spook the hell out of me. If I find a portal though, I gotta like dip potato chip. Gotta run away. My horse seems okay for now. But hey, I fought for more money. Yeah, not like I don't like money or anything. Which I'm gonna get back, otherwise the enemy will come towards me. If I make that. I feel like I'm about to. Oh, okay, I know where this is now. Time to run. The thing about this game is like, you start off on an island. You move from island to island. And on each island there's like a cliff face where most of the big bads will spawn from. And well, we just found one good portion of it, which is the left side. And now I'm just like, need to get the heck away. Oh god, I don't know if I can make it in time. Let's go. Yeah, the Santa horse is not the greatest when it comes to that. I have to like throw like gold on the ground, be like, don't hurt me no more. Take my lunch money. Dear, get shot in the face. Why would you just dump that gold right there, you fool? That is not cool at all. And there's a boat, see that boat right there will take me to new lands. That boat right there is pretty symbolic to me. Like, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to roll out. The different adventures in life. Times you have to make a boat and set sail. You know, you have to go start somewhere else. Yeah, somewhere else that you gotta go, so that you can go further and get stronger. No matter how much it may hurt in your journey. That is the undeniable fact. It's a little late, but in the morning we will do the visit. Feels like they already made their way through. Seems like it. Right. Give me my girl. Want to make it 5 to that left side, so like that. Gonna have like a new stall for stuff right there. That's for farmers, by the way. There's no extra worker yet, so it's the dead of morning. Or morning. I'm gonna leave that camp right there because I'm gonna need it. I'll go to here. So for me, this representation from here going through the thick foliage, you know, meeting other folk. It's the journey of life, or the crusade of life, as I like to call it. Crusade has always been, you know, a intimate word with me as I grew up to live. From the beginning, it was like something very unholy, evil. Well, oh god. Well, I know what that is. The censor troops that away. The line between, you know, good and evil is so very thin. Yet there's somehow that huge gap of gray that exists. I consider it just very annoying. Uber annoying. But that's just how it is. Oh, sorry, like letting go off on these tangents, or you know, path of speech, or you know, what I'm thinking and what I want to say, then it just gets all lost in translation and then some. So I'm just like, whoopsie, or like put a whoopsie. Wee. Mortal Kombat reference there for some of you folk. Give me some hammers. Give me some hammers. Then I think I'm enough for a farmer. We'll go. 2 should have enough. Right, 2. So I have 2 camps that are pretty darn close to me. There's one that's way far away. There's a huge cliff face over there. I think I might want to make some towers just in case. Nothing huge has hit me yet. Yeah, you know, that symbol for me. Ooh. It's like a big sign of something, possibly. Sometimes, you know, when you wake up, or a big chapter turner in your life, or, you know, when a new chapter begins, or a new book, a saga, it just loud sound like a bloody horn. Alright, well, they can just stay there and fire, which is a good thing. Push them back! We don't have any access to stone stuff yet, so it's a big yikes over there. Because I was like, where's the stone upgrade? Oh god, there is no stone upgrade here. I just have to collect as much gold as I can and recruit a bunch of troops and just hold the walls, and the marchers with their stormtrooper aim just do things. It is day 7. I think that's 7. So one thing is, like, in this game, you can find, you know, a dog. You find, you know, a battle buddy in here. Great though. Oh yes, as a sign of, you know, being an adult. You know, in this case, you know, being a man is someone in the family, you know, is able to, you know, have that responsibility, be very responsible. You know, they have their own dog. You know, it's like no introduction towards, you know, adulthood. You know, they've gone through a lot. They're able to hold their own. They displayed, you know, great deeds of it's hard for me to find words for this. You can say like great meritorious deeds, or, you know, humble deeds, or mature actions. Which I was like, hey, you know, I roll with the punches. I've done a lot, and I think I can, you know, start my own family. You know, I'm ready to move on to the next step, and that, you know, for my family, from my group of friends and other family members, someone is showing such maturity, and, you know, it's time for them to take another step in being mature, being responsible. That's, you know, having a dog on a dog and seeing they can take care of it. I find, as you know, we've had many dogs before. I didn't have like my own very own dog until 2015, and he passed away about 3 weeks ago, on October 16th, 2020. Had to put him down. It was very frustrating, a lot of anger, a lot of pain, resentment, hate, guilt, a whole lot of things. 2015, it was a very bad time. I had seen many friends come and go, um, due to either misunderstandings or other forms of strife, or even death and pure nutty violence. It's just, you know, a lot I can say about that. A lot. That night, in the year 2015, I can't remember the day or month. It's just so hazy that like, out of my mind has just been so warped, damage, I guess you could say, or in some sort of denial. I didn't really care if I got home that night, to be honest. I really didn't. So at the stroke of midnight, the moment I opened that door, he was born right there on the couch. Boom. This craziest coincidence ever. As though by, the decree of fate or something. And I was like, "Where?" Like, surprised the hell out of me. See who I can recruit to the right, and then how we can encroach on the lands to the left. The moment I destroy that little blob or thingy I saw to the east side, there's gonna be some trouble. The game's very relaxing. It's on too. I think most of that land has been chopped, so I'll send troops all the way over there to this bastion. It's gonna be, very long and chill time, which I'm okay with. If something better comes along. Another bow right over there. 2-4C is 2-4R. Oh yeah. I named him Odin. My boy. My boy. Some folks say, my fur baby. Some people, for some folks, the pets be like, the kid or, friend or, like a sibling and whatnot. Some folks probably disagree. That's how it is for me. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in that aspect. So there's that. It's hard losing him. And in the span of that not long ago, even before his death, I also had to put down another family dog. And my father, he's had to see a lot of his companions go through either old age or very violent means, not by his hand, through unfortunate tragedy and circumstance, by brigands or events that were out of his hand, out of his control, that lost his companions. A dog is definitely a man's best friend, and my father told me, you will go through a lot of strife, a lot of injustice. Life is very unfair. Obviously, you're gonna suffer a lot. That's obviously a given. So, after many years of having done that, me as his son, he fully entrusted to me to put down a family dog. Definitely, some would say, like it was his time to go. He's definitely like over 20 years old, and it wasn't that easy. And again, like, never meant to be easy, obviously, right? Anyway, oh, it was basically the symbol for me to live. His birth was the start of a brilliant new beginning for me. When he passed away, it basically became the start of the end of everything for me. So, I mean, 2020, hey, it's a crazy year, folks. Crazy year. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in that aspect. Going on. Losing my faithful hound, my buddy. And it goes towards, you know, what my father was saying, which, you know, my brain, I guess I don't know, I have ADHD, something like, I can't remember. Or, you know, my brain just like that after so many traumatic things thus far in my life. This fun. Dogs, or you know, pets. They ask no questions and they pass no judgments on you. You know, you're there, your loyal, faithful companion. Never questioning, never judging. And with the death of Owen, that basically signaled, you know, the coming end of my happiness, of my life, or the color in my life, where everything's just started looking gray and my eyes were just stuck to the present and the past, and I literally just saw no future. I've gotten a bit better at it, though at times I still, you know, want to break down and cry. Last thing I had of my buddy is like the veterinarian that I went to when I go put him down. They made a paw print, his paw print. I have his name etched on here. They even gave me some seeds for some flowers called forget-me-nots. And then, you know, they hit me like, oh yeah, that's right. Flowers have a language of their own. And like these little creatures here, you know, the spawn or beings, chaos and heresy, they try and impede upon my passion, upon my home, at which I live on, at which I made my bonds with, my memories, and all the like. Slowly trying to corrode and pierce through it. That is something I never would really want. To me, it would be just a great blasphemy. A great blasphemy that I would never want to happen. But you know, one can only do so much. So, my mind had been in tatters for a good while. I had the support of many great friends and allies, but also with the help of some games and streaming and found people like Twitch chat or, you know, venting and sharing bits about myself. You know, I try and I go overboard, and that can also be unhealthy. Because, you know, believe it or not, like, there's some folks that you can definitely make great bonds with over the net that can last for years, and that, you know, that's what I currently have right now too, which is give me a great boon. Oh boy, is it about to get dark. It's still sunny. It's still morning. Just rainy. They gotta just clear out all the shrubbery. A shrubbery. A shrubbery. I'm starting to have like memories of like the Python now. Oh boy. I think the merchant is probably waiting for me to send him off or something. I require a new steed. Eat the grass. Hello. I can like go and agree my town. Thank you, good man. The banker, I'll be like, take this money. When in doubt, throw more men at it. That's how it works for me, at least. Well, now I'm just trying to find like different outlets and different paths. Like, all right, well, let's, you know, do some unprofessional YouTubing things, VODs, and off-stream VODs of like my stream, off-stream stuff. Because it'd be like, you know, what do they call it, like progress report or something? Just like, hey, you know, this is what I've been up to. Along that note, like, I've been having some great support from, you know, people from the stream and folks who want to like listen to me, like do some auditioning. I've been doing some voice auditions, so that's cool, and that's another path I'm gonna try to walk on is, you know, being a voice actor artist. So far so good. I take my shots where I can, as best as I can. That's definitely easy. Oh yeah, like look at that. You know, if one of them can't shoot out too well, just spray and pray. Spray and pray. The best policies I can do. Well, now I'm in a conundrum. I don't have my like Uber Samurai school thing. That's like an upgrade to stone. Which means stone may be to the left. Which means I have to like slowly encroach that away. Included more farmers now. Farmers are a good thing. Throw a bunch of gold on the ground and everything would decay. A good choice of that. Bam. Behold, take all my gold and put it in Zibang Unsia. Meanwhile, the farmers are just like, yeah, riches. And that's where you want that investment. Like every big farm, they can hold between like 4 to like 6 farmers, so I mean, just one is good enough. I mean, you can have over excess, just in case. That way you can just deposit towards, you know, your main home, which is basically your bank. He's good. Oh yes, the sun be bright. Hopefully this will give them enough time to come over yonder and chop down his trees. The further we can crouch to the left, the better. I like to chill with this guy over here as my mount. He's a freaking griffin. Pretty sweet. Chops ahoy. Thing is, I have to like do these at like ass o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, they'll hit nighttime and they'll get ambushed. So I think I'm only gonna chop out this much just to make my way back. Just clearing out the wildlands. So here be the boats. You see this little stream here? This is when farms can be made. Pretty good. Eat the grass, be the grass. Let's put a tower over here too. Give some of them like that leverage. I mean, if you have the high ground, you shoot from high above, it should work, right? Should is the word. You know, everyone has the angles. Those guys should be coming around by now. Shoot is the word. Usually I would make like several walls between the towers. But once one wall goes down and they start running amok, you know, it's like, why even bother to have like even more? It's not a bad idea though. Once you have excess amount of money, then yeah, you know, go for it, make a bunch of walls. And with these walls, it's like, you know, your defense mechanisms, like for one's life, for one's mind, for one's soul. Everyone's got something to hide and some way to defend themselves. And that's a big truth of that matter. I like gold. Yeah, with these VODs, I think I'll stay on like, you know, like 20 minutes or an hour. Depending. I'm not sure. And hopefully the quality is good for y'all too. And hopefully like this is maybe something like you guys like to see, you know, part of me how I am like, you know, off stream or on stream. I don't know if there's a difference. You know, keeping it as like what I'm doing, what I want to do. If you guys want me to keep doing this, you know, just let me know, comment it, or you know, hit me up on the Discord. That's one thing I should probably do is like make a copy pasta thing for all my videos. Be like, here's my stream, here's when I do stream, here's my social media stuff. So, though I'm not a pro at it, I should try to do it to, you know, a certain extent, you know. But, you know, I don't know, do the best I can with all this stuff that be hitting me. It's crazy. So no matter how much hurts, you know, you just gotta keep moving on. Just gotta keep on. The crusade of life. Fight is never over. Follow, where? What do you mean, ancestor? So confused. Now they're gone. Now you're gone. I'm gonna towers. Well, the east should be eyed. Hold that cord real quick. Let me hold that cord real quick. If there's other games, like, you guys will recommend that, you know, I can just talk my mind off, my boot off, well, I'm just playing just like this. You know, go ahead and recommend it. I'll give it a shot. Wouldn't hurt, yeah? I have but one coin. My horse needs some grass. Eat the grass. There you go. I have to position this guy in the right spot, otherwise it just no bueno. I could like put money in the bank right there. No. Ah yes. Money. I require your toll, your taxes. Ah yes. I'm a jerk. Ooh. Yeah, I am pleased. Nightime's about to hit soon. Okay. I have to extend my territory way over to the west, see if we can find me the stone upgrade. Because if I get the stone upgrade, I can like upgrade the main town hall and I can make some samurai who can basically advance and help me conquer some places. Especially moving the little mini portal of monstrosities to the right. After that, it's basically clear. Well, the only thing over there is basically a lighthouse, basically. If I can extend that territory, then cool. Because when you are defeated on another island, you basically retreat back one island. And whatever you left is basically, you know, still there, not all intact per se. It should be. I remember a bit of the game. You have to disable the portals or eventually be able to permanently destroy it. You have to gain your wealth and power. Just like, you know, as I say in some in animes, the karma, the power of friendship. You know, to overcome obstacles. But hey, you know, it's not a bad thing, you know, believing in the power of the karma. Friendship to we conquer battles and wars, which is the crusade of life. I have encouraged such a thing though. We promote such a thing. Ah, yes. That should be some work done. Slowly but surely, as I advance, or chop down, you know, those trees, I have to make, you know, towers, you know, the walls. And I also want to reinforce it further with more men. When in doubt, more men. Throw more men at it. I really love these tunes. LD. I'm a banker, just go get that money. Oh. Yeah. Send the peddler off. You know. Getting those gold coins in the bank in this game is just like, you know, investments. Investment in the cultivation of like your bonds. Get them your foundation, your bastion, you know. To secure and promote the welfare and pillars of your life and the life of others that, you know, you will eventually meet. And explore many different paths. Can be. I look forward to such features, such a time. Put a smile on my face in some way. I need more hammer bros this time. There we go. Oh, those guys just chilling out here. Looks like I'm gonna have to make another farm, I guess. God, I'm gonna have to go dump a lot over here, aren't I? Gonna go dump a lot. My banker. There's a limit. Oh boy. There we go. Guess I ever meet anyone new. See another one spawn it. Nope. Well, time to go all the way to the left. More gold that I can get. Ooh. So much. I can get behind that. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, yes. Yeah. I think there'll probably be more that can be said. None that, just gotta keep marching on. For myself, or many others, and, you know, maybe for those of you guys watching and listening, it's relatable to you somehow. I don't know if it can be a confidence booster. If it can, or just some sort of light or something. Help in some way, you know? And if I manage to complete that, then cool, you know? I should do the purpose of, like, making this VOD and whatnot. great thing. It's like, you know, when you get on your steed or when you journey out into unknown lands or wild lands that, you know, that you want to cultivate in your own image, your own way. It can, you know, make you happy. It can make you sad. There's so many things that, well, you can experience. Why not take the risk? See where the journey can take you. What it can do for you. Your mind, heart, and soul. I hope we can do good for y'all. Another reason why I like this game, because, you know, some tunes, some folks can relate. I don't know if the word empathize is part right. You can definitely feel the affinity or in tune with certain sounds, like what I'm hearing right now. This music, such a gameplay, and the walls represent, you know, protection, the defense, the towers, to be vigilant. You know, the citizens, the town folk, whereas like different bonds and many perspectives. The parts of you that, you know, are seeking some sort of like abundance of growth, opulence, happiness in some way, as they till it to bring life, to promote life. Let's move forward. Bring that better tomorrow. See what can be done. See the future that can be. That is there. That is possible. Yeah. Alright. So pretty good. Alright guys. All is settled, as I just said not long ago. Let me know if you want to see more. Let me know if there's other games you want me to talk over. That's, you know, some way about this, I guess. That's very atmospheric. Or I can say a little tinge of emotionalness with that music. You know, this is Grand Theft. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you guys. So, that can be for another time. Where my moniker came from. The whole Grand Theft thing. Yeah. See you guys for part 2 whenever I do that. Take it easy. Much love, much more love. Have a good one.